Come on,
Sure you can cope with James?
Something I'll have to get used to. Tell Mummy to stop worrying.
What does she want?
Perhaps she wants to go shopping with you.
Morning. Not too late, then?
For what?
Steve said you were going to look at wedding dresses.
I mentioned it. I didn't know it was top secret.
I was going into town anyway. I thought you might want some help, so here I am.
No help wanted.
Oh, well, just have to hang around here and entertain James. You like my company, don't you, James?
Get in.
Change of heart.
Come on, Jimbo. I'll show you how to read the balance sheet.
It sticks in my throat, but I think it's gorgeous.
You look lovely, madam.
It feels a little revealing. Perhaps I could try something shorter?
Oh, please, Kim, don't worry about that mutton dressed as lamb thing. It's so old hat.
Yes, well, when it comes to class without style, you're the expert. But I would like to try something else.
Certainly. When is the wedding?
Oh, a couple of months off yet.
Not white, perhaps. And before you think I'm being catty, I'm not. Now, oyster. That would suit.
May suit you, Tara, but I'm the only aphrodisiac Steve needs.
Steve, is that the groom?
Groom, cook, nanny.
There was one in your portfolio. Cream calf length off the shoulder?
I know the one, yes. I'll just see if I've got some sketches.
Thanks.
You can't deny they're certainly looking after you.
Your influence, I suppose.
Oh, more yours, I think. Whilst you were changing, I told the young lady you always buy your wedding dresses from here. You're full of surprises. I must come shopping with you more often.
How do you mean?
I loved standing in line, choosing my own food.
Don't be a snob, Tara. It's called self-service. Saves tipping the waitress when you've finished.
You are never going to convince me that you're mean, Kim. The price you paid for that dress, it was phenomenal.
Steve's paying for it. And like he said, buy the best.
Well, make sure he's out of the way when it's delivered. You see, it's bad luck for the groom to see the dress before the ceremony.
It'll be in a box, Tara.
Don't tempt fate, Kim. You've had enough ill fortune.
Really?
Yes. That's why I was so glad you found a down-to-earth man like Steve. He not only calls a spade, he knows what one looks like.
Practical, you mean?
Oh, no, I'm sure he's got his mysterious side. Are any of his relatives coming to the wedding?
Hasn't got any, or so he reckons.
You believe him?
Yes. Although I sometimes wonder if he's got a whole load of skeletons in his cupboard. You ready?
Yes. Be fun finding out, won't it? About his skeletons. I want to be there when you do. Well, if he's got any, that is.
£2.50 for a cassette. I couldn't believe it. Still like robbery. Uh-oh.
Shouldn't you be working on my list of wedding invitations?
Actually, she's just come with me, yeah. I didn't really want to come on my own. God, I don't sit specialist, you know, women's troubles. Don't really want to talk about it. Without her, I wouldn't have come.
Here you go.
Tom. So I'll love this dress, will I?
Oh, yes. But you won't love what it's cost you.
What's money when I've got you?
You know, Tara tried to get me talking about your background.
Yeah? What did she say?
She said I'm marrying a man with no past.
That's rubbish.
I know. Anyway, I told her I've got enough past for both of us.
I don't want to hear about that, Kim. It's all in the past. Let's think of the future, right?
Yeah, the future. I'll kiss to that. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I'm sure yours will be prettier.
It'll certainly be longer. I bet you haven't made a start on your guest list, have you?
Yeah, looks fine to me. Oh, we share most of the same acquaintances anyway.
Yeah, but not the same family.
OK, so which of your family are you inviting?
Oh, you've got to be joking. Can't stand the sight of them. But don't let that stop you. What about your mum? You said she was a cleaner, didn't you? Maybe she could give this place a quick once-over before they do.
My mum's dead.
I'm sorry, Steve. You never said. Well, what about your dad?
He's dead too. No brothers or sisters, just me. All alone in the world.
Oh, that one's lovely.
Oh, perhaps for a shotgun bride?
You sure Chris doesn't mind you helping with the arrangements?
Haven't even seen him today.
Well, you have now. And I'm getting pretty sick of you swanning off every 5 minutes.
Sorry, Mr. Tate.
Another woman with a mind of her own. Frightening, isn't it, Chris?
Oh, by the way, happy anniversary. Do you know it's almost a year since you did your moonlight flit?
Really? Gosh, doesn't time fly when you're having fun?
God, I wish it had been you in that car.
What was all that? Don't worry about it. Just Chris's idea of playful affection.
I bet Steve's family won't have been to a wedding like this one. I wonder what they'll make of the Tates.
That's something we'll never know. Steve's parents are dead. He's on his own.
There you are, you naughty boy. I've got a word with you about John.
John who?
Oh, so not only have you killed off your father, you've forgotten he ever existed.
Listen, Tony, you've been very helpful with the arrangements for the wedding.
Oh, you know me, anything for a giggle.
The way I feel about my family isn't a giggle.
Exactly, which is why it is so criminal of you to deny you've got a dad, especially when he's a decent man like John.
I took you into my confidence about my dad. From now on, it's my business. Just keep your pretty little nose out of it.
Ellie.
She was getting on my nerves, so I had to put down.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you.
You can see she's not here.
Right, I contacted the florist and they're going to send 4 different mock-up bouquets so you can choose.
Kelly,
Sorry, Chris, I didn't even notice you were there.
get back to the office now. I want to speak to you. Just do it!
Don't be so hard on her.
Shut it. Barbie's boyfriend.
Bye-bye, Kelly.
Now,
She's sluggish.
she's fat, Kim. Too much winter feed and too little exercise. Never thought I'd see you neglect your horses for a man. You're obviously spending too much time on your wedding arrangements.
I have every intention of making this marriage work, with or without yours and Chris's support.
Oh, I like the way you lump us both in together.
That's the way it always is.
I do have a mind of my own.
Yes, but he's got the biggest mouth. So, what do you think?
I think she needs to go on a diet.
I meant about the wedding. I do love Steve.
Yeah, you probably do. Look, can we face the fact that we're never going to be bosom buddies?
You said it.
But I do want to move forward.
And what do you think I'm trying to do?
Okay. So the wedding is a new start for both of us?
That's all I need to hear. Come on, fatty. Hi, Chris. Well, I didn't expect you to be here today. Thought you'd be heading straight for the job centre.
Chris knows I've been having some problems at home. He's very understanding.
God, I'd be setting up a support group next. Did you ring up about the photographers for the wedding?
No, I've been far too busy doing this stuff for Chris.
I didn't realise flashing your thighs took so much time.
Leave her alone.
What?
You heard.
Where's the quarterly report?
Done?
And the rosters?
Done. Anything else while you're here?
I don't like your attitude.
Oh, I do. Now, if you've finished, Kelly and I have got some work to do.
Oh, by the way, since your sister's agreed to be bridesmaid, could you please let me know whether you're coming? Otherwise, Kelly might forget to book your ramps. As Zoe's agreed to be my bridesmaid, Steve and I wondered if you'd be one of the ushers.
Is this some kind of joke?
It's an attempt to show the world we're still a family.
It is a joke.
Let me put it another way. You keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Now, that's more like it.
So?
I'll think about it if I can be bothered.
Morning.
And what time do you call this?
Chris said I could come in a bit late.
Yeah, she's been Putting a lot of extra hours in recently.
Doing what? Her nails? Right. I'll be at the stud if anyone wants me.
Good old Steve.
Don't get cute. There are hundreds more Kelly Windsors at the job centre. Ready when you are, Tony.
Right. Well, as you can see.
Just a minute. Kelly, you are taking notes, aren't you?
Oh, right.
We'll have to talk very slowly.
Sorry, Tony.
Right?
In your own time.
Woodside Activity Centre. You'll find a mock-up brochure in front of you.
Looks very good.
This is a basic plan of the centre and surrounding countryside. Here's the farmhouse.
Is this a business plan or the briefing for a secret mission?
Abseiling and rock climbing will take place here, which is about a 10-minute drive from base.
Abseiling? You know all about that, do you?
I have done a certain amount.
Of course. No doubt it was you that angled down the front of the Iranian embassy with the dagger in your teeth.
Christopher.
Should I be writing this down?
The terrain here is ideal for off-road driving, four-wheel vehicles and so forth.
Perhaps we could get some tanks.
Do you want to hear this or not?
Chris, I don't plan to be here all day.
Well, this is ridiculous. Trading on false mystique surrounding some bogus involvement with special forces. You don't know any more about abseiling than I do.
Chris, I think we should let him finish, don't you?
By all means, but a lot's at stake. So don't be fooled into thinking he knows what he's talking about, that's all.
Ignore him, Tony. Please.
I think that about covers it. Most of your questions will be answered in the brochures. But if there's anything else...
Yeah. Who on earth wants to come on this ridiculous activity weekend?
Well, a lot of my old mates from the army have expressed an interest. Also...
You haven't got an endless supply of old mates.
You may not have.
Thank you, Tony. We'll let you know.
But don't count your chickens.
Thank you for your time.
I really don't see why you had to be so rude to him. I think it's a very promising project.
What did you think, Kelly?
Oh, it's rubbish, wasn't it? I mean, who's going to pay all that just to get dirty and sweaty out in some field somewhere?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Wouldn't you, Chris? It was a very good presentation. I think you're right to get involved.
Why give Mr. Ken such an hard time, then?
Because we don't want him to know when he's onto a good thing. We want him to think we're doing him a favour.
I see.
That way we can make sure the lion's share of the profits ends up at home farm.
Well, he does all the work and takes all the risks.
Ah, there's a sight to warm the heart. Are you looking for somewhere to live?
You had these sent to me, didn't you?
Oh, there's no need to thank me. You know, I've asked you nicely. I want you out of here before Steve and I get married.
People don't always get what they want.
I do. Ah, Zoe, you're hot on caring for strays. Can't you take him in?
This is my family home.
Was.
You know there's always room for you at my place, Chris.
You're as bad as she is.
Are you going to pack?
I'm sorry.
I'll ignore him.
Oh, you enjoy winding each other up, don't you?
I could live without it.
No wonder.
So, you're here to discuss designs for your bridesmaid's dress?
I want to talk about Mr. Outhwaite.
Outhwaite? Outhwaite? Oh, yes, the man who makes the Dingles look like model tenants.
He's an old man in a bad way.
Oh, precisely. He shouldn't be running a farm on his own. It's unfair on him.
Can't you be a bit more positive?
I'll get the Windsor girl to dig out his file. She should just about manage that. You know, I only keep her on because Chris finds her decorative. And it stops him pestering me.
So you see what you can do about Outhwaite.
You're right. Something will have to be done. Butch.
Yeah?
I had a bed arrive yesterday. It's on the landing. I want the one in my room dismantling and the new one putting up.
Right.
Oh, and take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Just his shoes, but don't get excited.
You can help him, Roy. Steve, what have you done about Outhwaite?
His phone's dead. I think it's been cut off.
We can't have tenant farmers owing rent. If word gets out that Outhwaite's 3 months behind, the rest of them might stop paying.
This isn't exactly my business, Kim.
It will be when we're married, so you better get some practice in.
I'd rather practice on the new bed.
Later, I promise. That girl just arriving? Well, Chris has got something to say.
No, I saw her earlier. She's wearing a very expensive dress under that coat.
Didn't think we were paying her that much. See you later.
Bye.
so tired.
Don't break your jaw, Kim. I've got the message.
Sorry?
That you hardly slept last night. Nudge, nudge.
As it happens, Steve went to bed early. He's got a meeting in London today. Besides, why would I taunt you about pleasures you can't have? I'd be wasting my breath.
One in.
Yes, you would.
I should be back for dinner.
He says I will be.
Excuse me?
I'm going up to Arthwaite's farm today. You know how I can't resist toothless geriatrics.
And I'm very grateful for it. Wish me luck in London.
You know, I don't believe in luck.
Then you better give me another kiss. Go on. Carry on, I might learn something.
Well, that'd be a first. So why are you here?
I just wanted to tell you that I've reported you.
Sorry?
To the aviation authorities. I've checked up with them, and your helicopter is flying too low.
A helicopter?
Don't come the innocent with me.
Why would I want a helicopter?
Same reason as you want everything else. To get up folks' noses.
Zach, the last place on Earth I'd want to be is up your nose. And if I did, I'd need a tank, not a helicopter.
No, it must be yours then, Flash Harry.
Yeah, you got me.
I knew it.
In fact, I can't think why I'm about to spend 4 hours driving to London. See you later.
Bye. I should have worn a spacesuit.
What do you think you're doing on my land? Go on, get up!
Oh, so you do own a spade, then?
Hey?
Only I don't see much evidence of you using one.
I'll be using it in a minute, Mrs. Whoever you are. Clear off my land.
You need some glasses, Mr. Arthwaite. I'm Mrs. Tate, and this is my land. This farm's a disgrace.
Oh, I've had no complaints.
Because you've been lucky. No one's checked up on you. Well, your luck just ran out.
Can't you show a bit of charity?
I do, twice a year. My accountant sorts it out. You've had more than enough charity from Tate Holdings over the years.
Running a farm ain't easy, you know, when you're knocking on a bit.
And neither are regular bowel movements. Now shape up, Mr. Arthwaite, or ship out. Why don't I get invited to the interesting parties? Tara?
Okay, so you're telling me... Here you go. That he made off with £1 million worth of your jewellery?
Yes. I hate to think what would have happened if Zach Dingle hadn't called.
Why?
Well, Alex was obviously determined to get my jewellery. If I hadn't left the room, he might have hurt me, or worse.
Oh, come on.
The thing I can't understand is how Alex knew I was taking my jewellery out of the bank.
It's obvious. One of your staff tipped him off.
I suppose it was. How do I find out who?
Don't bother. Sack the lot.
No, and do my own housework.
Okay. I'll tell you who it was. Think of the person who sucks up to you the most.
They all suck up to me.
Sit still. I've done this since Girl Guides.
Kim, I may be a poor judge of character, but you were never a girl guide.
I was. Till they chucked me out.
Oh.
We should get you to hospital.
Oh, there isn't any time. Alex's plane's coming at 6.
Well, then we should call the police.
Police? Do you really think Alex would go down without telling them I arranged his escape after Linda's death? Besides, I don't want him going to prison.
After what he's done. Prison's too good for him.
Precisely. Which is why I want rid of him for good.
You're serious?
I want him dead.
Hitmen don't exactly advertise in the yellow pages.
I don't need hitmen. I just need to get to the airfield. Thanks for rescuing me.
You can't do this, Tara. You'll get hurt.
Do you think I care?
And what if you're successful? There's prison, not to mention the guilt.
Satisfaction, not guilt.
You can't do this on your own.
Do you have a better suggestion?
Where is he? He was supposed to bring the money half an hour ago.
Stuck in traffic?
You know, Stuart, for a violent moron, you show a touching faith in human nature. I gave him over £1 million worth of jewellery this afternoon. It's possible he might have disposed of them and run off with the money.
Why didn't you send me to watch him?
Because I needed you here. And I knew he had too much to lose. He has to come back.
Right. So he's stuck in traffic.
Time too. Open the doors. Go on. Did he get the money?
Yeah.
Is it what we asked for?
Not quite. 450,000.
But he promised 6.
You didn't expect him to stick to that, did you?
Have you taken your 20% yet?
No, of course I haven't.
Good. That means I'm only, let me see, 30,000 out of pocket.
What?
You didn't seriously expect me to pay you so much for half a day's work.
Give me the gun. Fetch some water on the front. No way. I've waited a long time for this. Just do it, Biff.
You can't do that.
Seems I can.
I don't think so.
Stop right there.
Give me the bag, Steve.
Why don't you come here and take it?
Because it's much simpler if I tell Stuart here to shoot you. So give me the money before I count to 3. 1, 2,
3. Okay, put the gun down, pal.
Do as he says, Stuart. Do as he says.
Left hand.
On the floor, kick it over.
Kick it. I bet you didn't expect to see me here this afternoon, did you, Lordship?
What do you want, Glover?
Take a wild guess. I bet he didn't mention me, did he? I'm the fellow's daughter left to die in a car because he didn't want to lose his licence.
That's not how it happened.
No? Don't look like a bloke who gives a toss. Go on, outside, now. Move it. And you, don't even flinch. So how's it feel then, Oakwell, eh?
How does what feel?
Being trapped with no one to save your miserable hide. There you go, Biff. It's all yours. Biff?
Where's the money?
Sir, your lordship.
Get them inside before half of Yorkshire notices.
I know it.
Calm down. Worst thing about letting people do your dirty work's the waiting.
Or maybe you're more patient than I am. I'm going to the airfield.
Just wait there 1 minute.
Hello? No, it's not Aiken. Hold on a minute, this flaming helicopter's going on with him.
It's not a plane he's escaping in.
What?
Here, I can borrow this.
I'm not letting him get away with it this time.
Well, you'll never stop him on your own.
Oh, then help me.
Oh, sure. I'll hang on to the helicopter rotor blades while you overpower Alex and his sidekick with your favourite anecdote. Wake up!
That is exactly what I am trying to do.
Thank you, Your Lordship.
And thank you, Wilde. It's good to know I can still rely on my staff.
It'll always be Oakwell Hall, Your Lordship, no matter what.
And this is for Mr. Conley.
The butler?
That's correct. I don't want questions, Wilde. Just do as you're told.
It's here. You've already paid me.
I know, but that was before this mess.
Right. Lie those 3 in the back of the car and make sure they're well covered.
You're gonna kill him, aren't you? I'm having naught to do with this. All I wanted was some easy money.
Listen, pal. Has nobody ever told you there's no such thing? So why don't you make life easy on yourself and do what I tell you? Don't worry, Alex. This little lot will be cleared up without a trace.
I'm sure it will.
What a word with you, Marchant. What's
going on?
I want more than a word.
Well, let me explain!
Biff, I'm not interested. We're here to talk.
No, you just want to beat someone up. Anyone.
What the hell are you doing mixed up in this mess?
I was just trying to earn some easy money.
Yeah, we knew that already.
You don't understand. I admit I was in contact with Alex. I knew that Joseph would be in Stone, but I swear to God I didn't know he was going to be there.
What if you had?
You wouldn't have given the toss. He's like Orkwell, aren't you?
And what about you?
What about me? I just want some justice.
Really? And what was your plan? To take Alex to the police?
No, I mean proper justice.
You mean your kind of justice? Just because you think you're in the right, Biff, it doesn't mean you are.
Don't try and twist it. An eye for an eye.
At the worst, Alex was only partly responsible for Linda's death. Does that justify murdering him in cold blood? No, it doesn't. Your morals are no better than mine. Except I know when I'm in the wrong.
Come on, Biff. Let's go. Cool.
Kelly?
Morning.
Hop in, we're off to Oakwell Hall.
At Tara's request. I thought after yesterday she'd need to recuperate.
Why? What happened?
Ask her. I'm sure she can tell it better than I can.
Well, we're going anywhere.
Oh, you maybe, but she's not.
But it's the press launch. I'll need a PA.
I'm sure you can manage to take your own notes. This is not home farm business, and we don't pay her to moonlight for you.
I cleared all the work off my desk yesterday. There's nothing urgent.
Oh, yes, there is. I've got a whole list of calls for you to make.
But I need her with me.
I'm not in the mood to argue. Now, Steve and I are booked into a hotel in York tonight. We've things to discuss, so just do as you're told.
See, you've got our employees engaged in more vital home farm business then?
You're just sore because the press launch was a disaster.
Who says?
Mate of mine on the Courier. Lucky we didn't put any money in. You heard from Steve?
No.
Can't seem to get hold of him.
That mean you're not going to York?
Oh, never been one to let a man spoil my fun.
I'll be sure to tell him that when I see him.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
You'll all want to know about the wine bar's new delivery service, won't you?
No, thanks. I've got a 5-star meal waiting for me.
Well, I hope you're paying. Steve's a bit strapped for cash after his dirty deal with Alex Oakwell fell through.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget I said out.
York's closed for the week. I bought the place out.
You'll be in a good mood then.
I'm always in a good mood.
Look, just take him for 5 minutes. Whilst I pay a visit.
Well, don't look at me. I ain't doing it.
Morning.
Spine donor finally came through then?
There's nothing wrong with my spine.
Isn't there? You know, Steve, after the last couple of days, I look at you and I think of Alex. And I really can't see much difference between the pair of you.
Hang on a minute. I thought you'd be angry about last night. What's that got to do with it?
That's the problem with this argument, Steve.
What argument?
The one we're about to have. Too many places to start. I'm spoilt for choice as to which barrel to fire from first.
Where are you going?
To the stables. To be with one dumb animal I can trust. My horse. And if you still want to marry me, you'd better come up with some damn good reasons as to why I should still have you. Have you been crying?
No, I've just got a couple of things on my mind.
One of them wouldn't be called Chris Tate, would it?
Don't know what you mean.
Listen, Kelly, Chris thinks he owns this place and everything in it. You won't be the first girl he's got at.
He's been really nice to me.
Fine. Can you do this letter for Outhwaite? And make sure you give it to Butch to deliver on his way home tonight.
Where is he?
I don't know, and I don't care. Just make sure it's done. No flowers?
Who told you about me and Alex?
Doesn't matter. What matters is why you'd be involved with such scum.
Listen, whoever's blabbing should have mentioned that I was held at gunpoint last Tuesday.
So you're telling me you stood me up last night because you were wrapped up with a quilt and a cup of hot cocoa to quell the shock?
No, I was chained to a desk, desperately trying to catch up on all the deals I'd missed out on. I was trying to strengthen our future interests. You know, our future.
So what were you doing with Alex? I thought you were pals with Tara.
Oh, I get it. You think I had something to do with Alex ripping her off?
You're saying you didn't?
You were the one who's close to him once, not me. You were the one who got him out of the country after Linda. Why would I help the chinless little creep?
I could think of hundreds of thousands of reasons. And I helped to get rid of him to protect me. If I find out you had anything to do with it...
I was only there because I saw the helicopter land. The whole village had been whinging about it all day, so I went over to see what was going on. The only thing I feel is stupid. Stupid for walking straight into that debacle and being rescued by the Dingles.
Undermined your masculinity, did it?
I don't know. Why don't you come here and find out?
Surely you can stay till 11.
Honestly, Kim, I can't.
I'm interviewing 4 caterers. It would be useful to have you here.
My work's piling up. I've got to get back to the office.
Oh, of course, our wedding isn't important.
You know it is.
Truth is, you're not really interested, are you?
I am. But it doesn't take 2 of us to organise a catering, and you're more of an expert anyway.
Don't do this to me again.
What?
I am not organising this wedding on my own. It's Kaiser. Now, this could be a complete waste of your time, but I thought you should check him over.
He's only just recovered from an ear infection, Kim. Don't tell me you've been riding him.
He goes to stud next week. I need him fit.
He's going nowhere if he's coughing.
Oh, Chris wants a word.
Oh, really?
Perhaps he wants to ask to move into your place. Sorry, wishful thinking. Oh, Butch, can you get some bags and clear up that mess near the spinney? Some idiots had a picnic.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, I know. There are other idiots in the world, apart from you and your family.
Right. Ta!
Outhwaite's no longer Home Farm's problem, Paddy.
But you must have some other properties. A small cottage you can rent or something.
I thought you had a family.
No, he comes out of hospital next week, and even his own daughter don't want nothing to do with him.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
You didn't tell me we'd be 3 for dinner.
Paddy's just going, unless you want to raise the subject with Mrs. Tate.
And some fell on stony ground. No, thank you.
Oh? What's the subject?
Nothing. Paddy's branching out into social work, that's all.
Thanks. Well, I hope he's better at that than he is with horses.
Did you miss me today?
I'll say. At least Chris was right about one thing. I've been bored out of my skull.
Chris said that?
Correction. Empty little skull is what he actually said. Hello, Roy. Wasn't expecting to find you up here.
Oh, no, I just saw you riding across field. I thought you might need an hand or something.
I'm quite capable of looking after my own horse, thanks.
No, I think you should let me do it.
Why the sudden interest?
I don't know. Horses are part of business, aren't they? I mean, you're always telling me to use my initiative. I suppose it's about time I learn.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're so keen. Well, I'll come along with you. Talk you through the finer points of stable management.
No, honestly, please. I prefer to do it myself. I'm a quick learner. I've been watching. Just leave it up to me. You get back to office.
OK, if that's the way you want it. Make sure everything's in its right place and give her a good rub down.
OK.
I love the smell of this coffee.
Do you?
We always have instant at home.
Since when have we invited the staff in to join us for breakfast?
Tell her.
Just finish your coffee and leave. I don't want any unpleasantness.
Good. Have some toast?
Help yourself.
You are only here under sufferance, Christopher. That does not give you a licence to bring home street corner girls.
You cheeky mare.
Get out.
I don't have to. Do I, Chris?
What's going on?
Didn't I mention? Kelly lives here now. She's moved into the nursery flat.
Coffee, anyone?
You know, he'd have never tried it on when Frank was here. But at least it shows him up for what he is. Pathetic. You know, the one consolation is they deserve each other. Hello?
Sorry?
No, it's me that should be sorry. You're obviously in rehearsal for us being married and not talking.
I'm all yours.
Thanks.
Look, if Chris is being childish, just ignore him.
This is my home.
And it's going to be mine too.
Well, are you happy with the situation?
They're not important.
Ah, Christopher, we've been thinking, and now you've found the great love of your life, you should proclaim it. Why not have your names across the top of the windscreen?
I'm warning you both, I don't want either of you upsetting her.
You what?
Not in her condition.
Oh, what condition's that? Trainee tart?
Pregnant.
Who by?
Me, of course.
Best get to office and get your cards out, Butch. He's about to notice I'm a phony.
You were in it and all right. Maybe she won't notice it.
I don't talk daft. She's not going to mistake a clapped-out pony for a thoroughbred, is she? Ooh, safe by the vet.
Sheila's seen it and all.
How is he? Hasn't laminitis. He'd picked up a stone.
Zoe, how long have you known about Christopher and that Windsor girl?
A few days.
And she really is pregnant?
So it seems.
Well, it's indecent.
Well, at least he's trying to do what's best for her and the baby.
He's lost it. Completely. Look at the state of it.
It's just a mixed-up kid.
She is not mixed up. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's a thought.
I'll best get my coat.
She just wandered in. She probably belongs to gypsies or something.
And she's the dark-eyed gypsy girl.
It's not their fault. I had nowhere else to put her.
Look, you can't send her to Knackers Yard. It's not right.
I'll leave it, but she'll not listen.
Don't you think it's irresponsible? Risking your job over this?
She's beautiful.
Horses are nicer than some people.
And I see it's eating our feed.
Oh, come on, Kim. You're not going to miss an handful of hay and a bucket of mash, are you?
It's theft.
Theft, is it? You can stick your job.
OK, you can stable it here if you want to.
Oh, don't wind her up, Kim.
No, you can stay.
I can't afford to keep her.
Then you'll have to work here for nothing to pay its worth.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Butch.
I know, I'm fired, aren't I?
No. It's the first time I've seen you show enthusiasm for anything. Well, apart from my ex-nanny. Just try and apply yourself to your work with the same vigour.
How come?
I happen to think he's right. Horses are preferable to most people.
Kim! Is it all right if I knock off a bit early today?
Why?
I just said I got something on, that's all.
Like what?
Well, that's my business.
Not when you want time off.
But you'd have to pay me. I'm not...
Oh, I'll be paying you all right, because you'll be working. After that trick you played with the Cairns pony, you should be grateful you've got a job.
Roy, can you carry this in, please?
On your bike.
Hey! You heard her. Take them up to the nursery flat.
It's no justice, is there, Roy?
There you go. There you go. Nice doing business with you. Take it easy.
Ah, step mommy.
So, what are you up to?
I'm filing.
Look, I'm always keen to see someone put one over on Chris. So come on, tell me what the scam is.
Can't you bear to see two people in love?
Don't try to kid a kidder. I know you love Chris as much as I do. So what's your game?
Don't know what you mean.
Whatever it is, hurry up and break Chris's heart. Because I want you and your boyfriend out of my house as soon as possible. I am sick of seeing you around here all the time.
Morning.
Hi.
Thanks, Terry. Keep the change.
What's with the taxi?
Can I borrow your car for a few days?
Sure. Got problems with yours?
Yeah, I've only had it nicked.
No.
From right outside the house.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. You love that car.
Broad daylight and no one saw a thing.
At least I'll get it back. I mean, it's pretty distinctive.
I doubt it. It's probably got new plates and a fresh coat of paint on it by now.
Where do you think you're going?
I finished for the day.
I don't think so. I want you to pay out the wages.
That's Chris's job.
Your boyfriend thinks that his new outdoor activities flop is more important than home farm. So in his absence, you can do the honours. What are you doing?
I finished the wages.
You do not drink when you're pregnant.
Well, it was only a little one.
Look, I don't give a damn what's going on between you and Chris, but that's your child. Look after it.
Don't lecture me.
Whilst you're living in my house, I'll treat you how I like.
What's going on?
Just putting your girlfriend straight on a couple of things.
Hey, you leave her alone.
Oh, touching loyalty. By the way, Chris, thanks for all your help today. It has been noted. Sue, if you get a better offer between now and 1 o'clock, then go with it. Yeah. OK. Bye now. That was Sue Hartley.
Who?
A horse breeder.
I thought that's what you did.
Oh, the stud farm's just a silly little sideline. Don't let that stop you from taking my car and making me late for viewings.
It's not my fault my car was nicked. If this deal comes off, I'll be able to buy you one for every day of the week.
Is that why I've hardly seen you recently? Look, what's going on, Steve?
Making millions does take time and commitment.
Oh, sounds exciting. Tell me more.
It's your idea of dirty talk, isn't it?
Have either of you seen Kelly?
She's probably nesting somewhere on my property. And that's what magpies do. See a few shiny trinkets, then move in and nick the lot. Shut the door on your way out.
Where the hell have you been?
To the village. Been pretty much blanked by everyone.
Welcome to our happy little clan. You'll get used to it.
Never mind about other people. I've been worried sick.
Were you?
Of course he was. This is a stud farm, Kelly. You're Chris's current broodmare. You don't think he'd give you house room otherwise, do you?
Well, it was supposed to make things easy moving in here. But it's worse. I've lost my mates and everything because of you lot.
Get her suitcase and get rid of her.
Right, that's it. You can forget it, Chris. I'm off.
Kelly?
I happen to think I'm rather well set up for the future, thank you, sir.
What, with that piddly little pension plan? Sinner Lizzie must be setting in early, Alan. I track the progress of financial institutions all day long, and the general report on yours that they could do better. You'll be applying for the cold weather allowance by the time you're 70, if it still exists.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm to look at the portfolio.
I'll drop it in, if I remember.
Going well, is it?
What do you care?
Well, it was bound to end in tears. For a successful relationship, you need someone who's your equal. Kelly's far too good for you.
And where's the lovely Kelly this morning?
Minding her own business.
I'm taking Kim out to dinner tonight.
Yeah? So why are you telling me?
But it means you and Kelly can have a place to yourselves for once.
Steve, strangest thing just happened.
What?
I've just seen your car on the road to Houghton.
You can't have. The thieves must have it in Europe by now.
No, I'm sure it was yours. They hadn't even changed the licence plate. Do you want me to phone the police?
No. You must be mistaken.
I was 20 yards away.
Yeah, you're right. I'll deal with it.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Thanks.
Okay.
Go on, then.
I'll call them on the mobile.
Hey, table for two, is it?
Go anywhere quiet?
Not this side of Houghton.
Steve.
It's all right, we're going.
So you're back, are you? The asylum could have had the decency to warn you.
We've just come for a quiet night out, Kim.
I haven't had one of those since she stole my child.
Come on, we're going home.
I haven't finished my meal yet. Let me help you. Stay out of my sight.
Need something out of the freezer.
I thought you were out for the night.
So I see.
Oh, we've had a really lovely evening.
This is your idea of a dinner party, is it?
Kim, don't.
It's bad enough having Eliza Doolittle strutting around the place.
That's enough.
To bring the rest of her oikish clan up here is more than I can bear.
Oi!
Now get out, the lot of you. Do you intend getting dressed today?
Depends how I feel.
Don't treat my home like a hotel.
I'm off to see Tony Cairns.
Oh, see you later, darling.
You need anything? Just ask him.
What's going on? That champagne costs £35 a bottle.
Well, sit down and join us, Kim. We're having a girl's gossip.
I don't think I can cope with deep intellectual conversation at this time of the day. Careful, James.
Oh, I've got something for you. Look, I brought you presents.
What are you doing? Put him down. Put James down right now.
Sorry.
Just get off him.
I'm sorry, I just want to bring him a present.
I don't want you anywhere near him.
I know how you must feel.
They should never have let you out. You are evil.
Calm down, Kim.
Don't tell me to calm down.
There's no harm to. Just brought James a present, that's all.
Don't you dare defend her.
What's going on? Oh, Mum, what are you doing here?
Just get her off this property before I do some damage to her.
Look, there's no need for that, Kim.
Roy.
Oh, let's sit you home.
Come here, James. There he is. Kim.
I don't want to see you on home farm ever again. And take this rubbish with you.
I only wanted to say sorry.
I know you did.
They let her out so soon.
They wouldn't have let her out if they thought she was a danger. She's obviously on the mend.
But the audacity to come here. Where is she?
Look, she's on her way home. She won't come back to home farm again, I guarantee it.
What if she can't help herself? What if she's still...
Look, she's as sane as me and you, Kim.
Now I am worried.
It's not funny. Get back to work, Roy. This isn't the end of it. She kidnapped James, and I'm going to make sure it never happens again.
Now, what are you doing? Planning your invasion of Lancashire?
The architects worked out a brilliant way of converting Outhwaite's farmhouse into 3 dinky little apartments.
That's very impressive. Perhaps we should consider doing the same with some of our other less profitable tenant farms.
Want to evict the families in the middle of March? Seems rather harsh. I know. Let's wait till next Christmas.
Oh, the Anderson Engineering Corporation coming all the way from sunny LA to look at their British outlets. They also want to try a management training course while they're here.
And they say Americans have no sense of humour.
Well, you'll be laughing on the other side of your face if one of these executives decides to buy a pretty little flat in the Yorkshire Dale.
Why aren't you in the office?
Chris, I'm feeling really sick again.
I never had morning sickness.
No, you just made everyone else want to puke.
Perhaps you should go and lie down for a while.
Well, I'm really bored. Well, can Lynn come over and keep me company?
Why not?
I can think of a million reasons. Family reunion, is it?
What's it to you? That's right, you. Turn up with your heavies.
This is Nick McLaughlin. He happens to be in charge of the conversion.
Looks like a thug to me.
Watch your mouth.
Kim, this isn't actually as bad as it looks. Mr. Outhwaite is just paying a last visit to the house.
Where is he?
I'm here. And any conversions round here will happen over my dead body or yours.
Phone the police, Nick.
No, you can't do that.
That's just what he wants. He loves a drama. You'll be playing right into his hands. I say starve him out.
Can I suggest something? That we leave it just for tonight and I'll talk him round.
You better. Because we're going to be ripping this place apart very soon. And I don't care if he's still in it. We've got to make a start today, whether Outhwaite's in there or not.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
I'm not threatening, I'm stating a fact. All this'll cost a fortune.
You sent Seth up there, haven't you?
Yeah, but he hasn't come back yet. Doesn't bode well, does it?
Let Paddy deal with it. I'm sure he'll talk the old guy round.
All right. I'll assume he's done that already.
What are you doing?
Phoning the builder. I want him and his equipment up there by lunchtime.
Fine. I can see the headlines now. Tyrant landlord evicts pensioner with bulldozers. Outhwaite'll love it.
I'm not used to doing nothing, Steve.
Look, just wait for Seth. It might be good news.
Is it free beer here tonight, then?
Wine. And it's a private party.
Outdoor activity, eh? I could tell them a thing or two about outdoor activity.
What's this, the office overspill?
Be gone in a minute.
I told you to report to me.
I've just got back from Outhwaite's. You were busy with James.
Well?
Paddy's still trying to talk him out. Last news were it were looking good.
This could take forever. I've got builders standing by.
Needs a shove, doesn't he?
Thanks, Seth. Leave it with me.
Right.
We'll get your builders in. Show 'em who's boss.
Outhwaite might die. Spiteful enough.
Well, problem solved then, isn't it?
Ruthless little cow, aren't you?
Well, takes one to know one.
What?
I meant that as a compliment.
You satisfied?
Yeah, nice work, Paddy. You didn't think I'd manage it.
Yeah, well, I know how I feel. I'd like to think that you feel 10 times worse.
It's all perfectly legal. He's had ample warning.
A man of his age shouldn't be out here on his own anyway.
For his own good, yeah, whatever makes it easier. Well, where's he gonna go now?
Oh, don't be silly, Paddy. Nobody need be homeless these days. Come on.
Perhaps he can move in with you, eh?
How about a cruise? Somewhere exotic.
Oh, no, I feel such a prisoner on a boat. Rhine might be nice. Get more shore leave.
You do know I'm having a reception here tonight. Don't worry, me and Kim are going out.
Where?
Outhwaite's farm again, perhaps. Look on my works, ye mighty, and celebrate. Dinner at my place, and then on to the Woolpack.
The Woolpack?
Yes. Endear yourself to the peasantry. You've just kicked an old man out of his farm, Kim.
Chris, the caterers are here. I sent them round the back.
Well, good girl. You look great. Excuse me. Duty calls.
So, time you were getting ready, Kelly. Want to look good for Chris's reception.
We said we wouldn't gate crash.
Yeah, well, I can't resist it. Better than your offer of the Woolpack. You go and enjoy them. I'll go and get changed. Get that off.
No, please, don't show me up.
I said get it off.
Well, oh, you know, you can have it back.
Get an ambulance, quick!